Hello, everybody. This is the Canyon Cowboy Rodeo Radio. I'm your host, Clark Kletchik, and I'm joined by my two co-hosts, Abraham Lopez, and the newest addition, Logan Carafilo. How are you guys doing? How you guys doing
I'm
today?
doing pretty good. Yeah.
Doing pretty good. Quarantine is boring as always.
Today we're joined by our special guest, Nicole Smirnoff. She's a Canyon High graduate, and she's currently a freshman going into sophomore year of college. So how you doing? How you doing, Nicole? How you doing?
Doing good. What's up?
Nothing much because nobody is doing anything. Also, oh my gosh, I almost forgot. Julios, you are literally the GOAT. Shout out to my boy Julios, who edited the audio for the last Rodeo Radio to make it actually sound good, and he'll definitely edit this one to make it sound good. Yeah, thank you so much, Julios.
Thanks,
you are
dude.
literally
goated.
Julios gets the Canyon. He gets the Colt award for best guy out there. So I guess with that, we'll just jump into the questions. Nicole,
What up?
what different activities have you been doing during quarantine, and what new activities do you suggest others to try out?
I've been playing video games for the first time. I have not played them before, but they're very fun. I finished Breath of the Wild, which I started, I think, in January. I got it for Christmas, and I didn't work on it very much, but I did since I've been home, and I got all 900 Korok seeds, which is dumb but fun, and I'm currently playing Fire Emblem, the Three Houses.
Nice. Any other stuff you would like suggest others to do while they're bored? Because there's a lot of stuff open.
A lot of free time.
I've been reading a lot, and I like to read, so it's worth it for me. If you like to read, or if you used to like to read but don't anymore, it's a good time to try again. So
Okay.
To further on with school and stuff, what kind of advice could you think to give to those who are about to enter into their freshman year of college?
wake up on time. Do not wake up 15 minutes before class. You will not make it, and you will hate yourself. Wake up like an hour before class, and don't go late, because if you're late, you have to crawl over 27 people's laps to get a spot in the front of the room, and then the teacher can see you, and then if you fall asleep, they get mad. So, wake up on time.
And that kind of sounded a little bit specific with the 27 people. Do you
Yeah.
think that's happened to you?
Yeah, definitely has.
Early bird gets the worm.
Yeah, and if you wake up early enough, you can eat before you leave too, which is nice.
Yeah, eating
Always
is
nice.
definitely good.
Right, that's most
You
important
gotta
meal.
eat. You gotta eat.
Going with that, if you weren't quarantined right now, what would you be striving for? Like, if you weren't quarantined, what would be your main focus?
If I weren't quarantined, I would be in summer classes right now, and I would be trying to learn Spanish or continue learning Spanish. I'm not very good, but I wanted to take a class, but since so many people are at home, they're all taking online classes this summer, so there was no empty spot.
How is that, learning Spanish?
It's bad. I'm not great. I'm really not great at it, but it is worth it because it's a useful skill.
I mean, if you're not learning it that well, I don't think it's gonna be that good. It's like
I
It's like-
can talk to my friend. Her roommate's parents only speak Spanish, and I had a full conversation with them, and I made jokes that they laughed at. I mean, the grammar was atrocious, but it's functional, so that's nice.
Very
I guess
niche.
that's a pretty good
Sounds
resource.
help-
Pretty good
actually sounds
resource.
helpful,
Yeah. How exactly is it? Speaking of college and you kind of being in that scenario, how is it? For just a college kid right now during quarantine, like what's happening?
No one knows what's going on. If we're going to, because I room at the school, I live there, I board, so we don't know if we're going to live there or not. And schools want your money, so they're not telling us whether or not classes are going to be in person. So we don't know if we even have to go back. And if it turns out that we don't have to go back, but we already paid for the housing deposit, we have to pay a late fee for changing our minds, and it's a ton of money, and it's stupid. It kind of sucks being home, but it's nice. I get to be with my family. Oh, we had to take our finals at home. It was the best because you could have your textbook right next to you and no one would ever know.
You were not cheating, correct?
I was not cheating. I was doing my work. I didn't need the textbook, but if I did need it, I could have had it.
Okay, good, because this is gonna be on YouTube for anyone to watch.
I wasn't cheating though.
Okay,
Also,
good.
three
good,
of my
good.
classes were open book exams.
What kind of mistakes have you admittedly done in high school that you also see other high schoolers do today?
Not getting involved and being isolated. Join a club. If you're in a club, be involved in the club. Don't sit by yourself during lunch. It's boring. Go to rallies. Go to football games if you don't go. Go to dances if you don't go. Even if they suck, go with your friends and make fun of them. It's great. It's fun to have friends. If you don't have friends, join a club and make some.
How do you think colleges and school in general and the systems are dealing with COVID? Do you think they're dealing with it well or poorly?
I think that the teachers individually are dealing with them well. They're trying really hard. They're doing their best to make sure that students finish the year strong. I think that administrators and people who are trying to create the plans for next year aren't doing super great. A lot of their plans are dumb. They're not really going to work. Like my mom, she's a kindergarten teacher. Her district was talking about possibly shutting up 6-year-olds in a classroom and not letting them out all day. That's not going to work. 6-year-olds are dumb. They want to leave. They want to touch things. They're not going to keep their hands to themselves. It's not going to work. But for the most part, teachers have been working really hard, and I think it's very nice of them to do that. They're doing more than they have to do, and I'm grateful for that.
Same, because without a good teacher, this would totally be terrible right now because I'd just be twiddling my thumbs and doing nothing. So a good teacher is good.
Teachers are holding together most of the schooling at home. They're basically on their own. So massive respect to any teachers out there that are doing their job.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks, you guys. Going back to the past, what do you miss about Canyon in general, whether it be teachers, whatever?
I miss knowing people. I miss walking down the hallway and like waving, because in high school, like half the people in your grade, you can walk. You walk down the hallway and you see people you know and you see your friends. And in college, you have friends and you have people you like, but you don't know everyone like you do in high school. And I kind of miss that. It was nice. It's nice having a closer community. I miss my teachers. I know a lot of them probably don't miss me. I was very loud, but I miss them anyway. They were very good. They helped me a lot, the teachers. I was super grammatically correct.
So further on for the past, what is something you wish you have changed to have better experienced your high school years?
I wish I would have worked harder. I was always trying to cut corners, like fastest way to do my homework, fastest way to not do my homework, fastest way to, I don't know, get across campus. I wish I would have slowed down a little, worked a little harder in my classes, because I know I could have done better. Looking back, I know I could have gotten better grades and done more. And it's kind of sucky to think about that. But yeah, work harder, try more.
How are you with working in that entire situation? How are you handling living with people during quarantine? And in terms of bettering relationships, what have you done?
It's difficult. Me and my sister argue a lot, but we always argue a lot, so that's not too bad. It's nice being with my family. We're always so busy. We didn't get to eat together a lot before quarantine. So we eat together now. That's interesting. And we sit together in the living room after dinner. That's interesting. My dad works in Canada, so he's home because of the quarantine. Actually, he's leaving tomorrow, but mostly he's been home. So it's been nice to hang out with him and get to see him. So it's been nice. Open communication and not pretending like you're not annoyed at something when you are. Just talking to people. It's nice.
So do you believe it's beneficial enough for somebody who, say, might have a very closed home life to take the effort right now with quarantine to get to know their close family better?
Yeah, it's a great opportunity. If your family is not nice or supportive, maybe lock yourself in your room. But if you have busy working parents, or if you're always doing something, it's a good time to get to know the people you live with and make closer relationships.
Good advice.
Yeah.
Or
yeah,
visit family. If, you can't go anywhere, go live with your grandparents for a week and a half,
Yeah.
Yeah, I've just been watching movies with with my family, because basically every night is just a different movie, and we never really did something like that because just like the time was never really there, but now we have all the time we want. So that's really nice to be able to do that. What seemingly unimportant school lessons that at the time you learned them, you just felt like this was a waste of time, or just a waste of your time, and then they came back and you realized that they were pretty valuable, and how did they affect you?
I'd say, you know how at the beginning of every English class every year, you have to go through the same grammar subjects and you're like, this is stupid, I don't need this. They're helpful when you write an essay and you're thinking and you have no idea what you're doing, and then you realize, oh my God, this is what my teacher's been talking about for 6 years. I don't know what English classes do, but the other English classes do, but in my AP Lang and my AP Lit classes, they make you analyze, they make you write essays over and over and over, and you write so many essays you think you cannot really need to write these many essays, but it's super helpful. Just repetition, I guess. Algebra, I use algebra for things I never thought I'd use algebra for, like trying to figure out how much something would cost. Or in the dining hall, you only have a certain number of points per day, or per week, so you have to math out, like, ooh, if I get this pudding, how many points will I have left tomorrow versus if I get salad? I don't know. Algebra. You actually need it. Clark, when do you use algebra?
In algebra
Never.
class.
Never.
In algebra
I
class.
literally never use it ever. Never.
You see, that's never for
Maybe-
now.
Yeah, never for now. Sure. In the future, when I can look back and feel that it was useless, but then I realize that it was really valuable, then I'll have learned something.
You know what's
So-
really useless?
What?
Calculus.
Yeah.
When you're a
Yeah,
history
that's-
major, you do not need to know that stuff. I don't know why I took that class. It was a great class, and I loved my teacher. Shout out Mrs. Arnold. But my lord, did not need that.
So, on my part, to ask a question not related to school, what kind of music and/or activity is your go-to when you're feeling down or anything?
I don't know. I like to listen to music when I'm sad or when I'm stressed out. I like to listen to really loud music, and in my dorm, you're allowed to listen. It's kind of crazy. There's no sound control. There's no noise policy until like 1 a.m. So you can be as loud as you want in the dorms. So me and my roommate, who also went to Canyon, we just play really loud music and we put our mattresses on the floor and we jump on them so that we could make a lot of noise. It's really fun. We have dance parties in our room. It's nice and it's a good way to relieve stress.
This kind of sounds like a rude thing. Just
Well, you can't hear the jumping because the mattress is on the floor. And
Like-
we don't listen to it at 1 a.m. We do it at like 3 p.m. And we have good
Oh.
music taste. So if other people
Oh.
want to rock out to Africa Ceremony and Ritual with us, they can.
Oh,
If you
okay.
don't know, that is a concert band piece. It is not something that people dance to, but we do. So
No, I was thinking that maybe you were doing it like while people are just trying to sleep before 1.
Yeah, I was like,
I was like-
that seems messed
no,
up.
that's rude.
BM.
We don't do it in the middle of the night. In the middle of the
Um.
night, we do movie marathons, though. That's nice. We did a Winnie the Pooh marathon, per the request of my roommate. She
Wait, how
likes
do you-
Winnie the Pooh.
Isn't there only like one movie?
No, there's a ton. There's the one with Piglet, and there's the Hufflepuff movie, and there's like 3 different Tigger movies. Okay, y'all don't like Winnie the Pooh up here. I don't know.
No, I'm
Because I
sorry.
don't
Have
care.
fun.
No. The only Winnie the Pooh character that I remotely find funny is the one that's always depressed because it's like so
Eeyore.
dummy
Dude,
depressed.
Eeyore.
He's just
Wow.
so sad for no reason.
That kind of just reminded me of Inside Out with this sadness character. I forgot her name.
Sadness.
Why-
My name is Sadness.
Why does Pooh
Yeah.
have the whole? Why does Winnie the Pooh have a whole like arc? Like why? Like a
Character.
story arc?
Story
That's
arc.
dumb. That's dumb.
Dude,
But
Winnie
yeah,
the
yeah.
Pooh's-
Okay, that's cool. Yes, movie marathon.
Oh, and we did Star Wars. We did the entire Star Wars marathon because my roommate had never seen Star Wars, so we watched all of them.
Including the new
Me.
3 movies.
She had seen the new 3. She had not seen the originals or the prequels.
Oh.
Yeah, I
That
haven't
makes sense.
seen the originals nor the prequels either.
Which,
Nor
by
Yo,
the way,
what?
I have.
Yo,
I
what?
watched
Yeah, I
the-
see. Actually,
Wait,
if
That's
anything,
Abraham.
I don't
loaded
think,
cannon.
Dude,
No,
I don't actually.
no.
If anything, I don't think I've only seen A New Hope. That's it.
Wow.
Well, at least if you only had to watch one,
It's
that
a new
one's-
hope. It's a new
yeah.
hope.
you have to watch the first one.
It's basically just Star Wars. That's basically just Star Wars. That's it.
Yeah.
Wait,
it's like
but why did A New Hope come out first? And then like,
Because
and it's
so-
called episode. Yeah.
yeah,
Go ahead.
it's called episode 4 because okay, so the first 3 came out in like the 70s, and then George Lucas was like, yo, this is like awesome and people still like it, so let's make more money and make more stories. Except they didn't know what to make it about, so they made it about Darth Vader because Darth Vader was a fan favorite, and so they started before it, or so they changed the episode number from 1 to 4 so that it would match in the continuity. Sorry, but fun. Also, if anyone's interested, I've rewatched the entire Star Wars series 3 times since quarantine started.
Wow. It's like
That's-
Disney
Wait,
Plus?
how many hours is that?
Dude.
Oh, I mathed it out. If you watch all of them plus the extras movies, sorry.
Yo.
If you watched all of them, I mathed it out, including the extra movies like Solo and Rogue One and the Clone Wars movie. It's something like 13 hours.
Oh,
And
that's
I
not
also
too bad.
watched specific Clone Wars arcs that I liked. So
God,
I thought it
I
was
thought
gonna
it'd be
be
like-
longer.
Yeah, isn't no? Oh wait, no, isn't Godfather 12 or something like that? The full arc?
aren't there
I don't
only
know.
3?
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
long.
Good God. Could
They
not
have to
sit
be
through
like
that for
4 hours long each, though.
Mm.
That's rough. Wow, Abraham, you haven't seen. Wow, I didn't know, dude. I didn't know.
Yeah, yeah.
should
I mean,
take the time to
played,
watch 'em. That's-
I played
you
a
should
bunch of
watch
Lego
'em.
Star Wars. If that's something. You know.
Okay,
It
that's
kinda-
the only
it
thing
kinda
that
tells the
matters.
story.
Only thing that matters.
If you
Yeah,
haven't
Star Wars.
watched them, that's what you should do during quarantine.
That's true.
I mean,
Oh,
I
I'd
don't really have
recommend
any
recommendations.
action.
books. I've been reading the Star Wars books. I hadn't read a lot of them.
The comics?
But I've been reading them. Not the comics. The comics are
Oh.
confusing to me. They're very lore heavy, but I like the novels. The dumb ones that are not canon anymore. They are now not.
They're just
not
passed away. They're just side stories at this point.
Okay,
It's rough.
if you have watched Star Wars, do you prefer the new sequels or do you prefer the extended universe sequels?
Wait,
Extended
what?
Universe.
What extended universe?
Yeah,
This is more so
universe.
a question. I feel like because for disclosure, I have watched every single Star Wars movie that is out. I love reading the books, the comics, any of the extended universe, and watching videos about it. Bit of a nerd about it. Not as much as Nick, but still a pretty big nerd about it. So,
like, if you compare, just looking at the main trilogy, and the children and their story arcs, the sequels, they didn't make any sense. Like Leia and Han. First of all, I do not think they'd be terrible parents. What? And then they just go off. They have no character development from the original trilogy. Han Solo goes back to being mistrustful and not caring about anyone. And his wife goes back to, Leia goes back to being a workaholic who can't have fun. What the heck? They grew. That was the whole point of the first 3 movies.
yeah.
In the extended universe, they have the chance to grow into their positions. And their kids are so much cooler in the extended universe. Like the Jaina and Jason storyline. Oh my god. Evil twins, then they're not evil twins, and then they're evil again. It's so cool. Sorry. Anyway.
No, it's fine. It's a fine tangent. To bring it back down to earth and, well, nonfiction, if you could revert the effects that quarantine has had on you, would you, or do you believe it helped you grow into a better person?
No. I'm the same person. Nothing's happened yet.
I feel that.
It's not
So
worth
No self-improvements? None?
No self-improvements. I'm always sitting at home alone. I mean, not home alone. I'm always sitting at home. There's no use. There's no change here, except for that I can't go hang out with my friends at their homes alone.
The extra time is actually pretty helpful for anything, just thinking.
The extra time is cool, but there's no new personal growth, I'd say.
Oh, okay, I get that. You're just kind of like focusing on the stuff you already did instead of new stuff.
Yeah, I've been realizing that I've been mostly like looking out for other things and trying to make things happen in my life by talking to old friends and whatever. It's really weird reconnecting with old friends just to try to make something happen. So it's not just fully uneventful for like 3 months.
Okay, so Nicole, what are you looking forward to after quarantine when everything is hopefully close to what it used to be? What are you looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to seeing my friends. I miss them a lot, and I would like to see them. And I'm looking forward to meeting. I have a baby cousin. Her name is Madison. She's very small, and I would like to meet her. So I'm looking forward to that.
Wait, you didn't get to meet her?
No, because she was born like a week ago.
Oh,
so
I mean,
not really safe to go through
Abraham met his.
Yeah, I have a baby niece now.
Lucky. What's her name?
Yeah, her name's Yoatzi.
That's
it's a little weird, but it's unique, I guess. But to further on to Clark's question though, for looking forward to, I mean, really right now, quarantine's actually it's actually kind of helped a little bit because my English teacher this year, he was thinking about today, about the present rather than overthinking the future, and that honestly kind of helped because now that you're in quarantine, you really can't really think of the future, because you don't know if quarantine is going to be extended. So really right now your thoughts are just going to be landed into right now, the present. How are you going to make it fun for yourself, to pass time? And really,
yeah, you're right.
And really it's actually kind of helped me get closer to my family, maybe get to even know other people online. And sure, the traditions isn't going to be the same, but in the end, it's just going to be different.
That was really just deep. That was really a deep.
It was all facts.
That was good. That was good,
No.
Abraham. Honestly,
Wow.
It sounds like you've done so much self-improvement.
For my next question, I'm going to switch it back to a little bit to school though. Have you ever just woken up one day when school was still going on and just thought, oh, I'm going to be late to school, and just started getting ready for school?
No, because I started waking up at noon. So I did not have any Zoom meeting classes, or they were all completely online. So I didn't have to look at anyone in the face, which was nice. But no, I never did that. Although I would wake up and think oh, I'm late for school, but I didn't have to go anywhere. I did do that.
So to bring it back to quarantine and the entire debacle that it brings. Do you think that when looking back on quarantine, you'll regret any of the actions you might have made?
I probably regret not practicing my instruments more and not doing my. I'll probably regret not doing more productive things, but hopefully I won't regret anything too big. I'm visiting my grandparents. I hope I don't end up regretting that and dying. I'm not gonna die. They have like 10 cases where they live. No, I don't think I'll really regret much, but I should try to do more productive things.
Good plan.
It's good. A lot of people have been looking back on their quarantine and been like, it's been 3 months and I've done nothing. But it's good to hear that there are people who've made, like, you know, it's good to hear that not everyone's having a negative. And, you know, about the negativity that this brings, what job or occupation do you think suffers the worst from the effects of COVID and quarantine?
I mean, numbers wise, like people who are being infected, I guess I'd say like doctors and medical workers. People who have to work the hardest, I'd say the, you know, minimum wage, Amazon and grocery store, and those people, they have to work harder and longer, and they're not really getting a lot of bonus. They're not getting, I think most places aren't really giving them any extra money, or I think that's kind of stupid. Teachers are working a lot harder than they used to have to because they have to figure out all the online stuff, which is difficult.
Yeah, a lot of them struggle still, but yeah.
I don't know. I'm not sure which job is the hardest.
To add on to that a little bit, my father actually owns a small family pizza place.
Shout out to
Big Mouth Pizza.
Shout out? Yeah, okay. Pizza.
Shout out, Big Mouth Pizza.
Wait, what's it called? Maybe we can order some. What's it called?
It's called Big Mouth Pizza, and it's an agua dulce. But
right.
To not personal plug my father's pizza company, he's been working a lot harder and had to do a lot more work to compensate for people's lack of appreciation towards the rules that are set by health officials. People come in without masks and he has to do like a ton of work, and I feel like he's got it pretty rough right now in terms of like more work on top of that.
Yeah.
But that's all I wanted to say. Just, yeah, he has it pretty rough right now with you know, people just not listening to health officials.
The protocol, like
yeah,
basically has to do a lot extra.
Oh,
even though he shouldn't be required to.
People should take it seriously.
Yeah, some people just don't take it seriously and they think it's political. It's not political, it's safety. It's literally health, making sure you don't get infected.
There's a parade right now, like outside the house where I am right now, and they're just hanging out, just the whole neighborhood, just chilling with no masks.
Nicole, how do you feel about all the people launching fireworks, even though it's illegal, during this time when everybody's locked up and they can't really escape the noise or separate themselves from all this?
Sorry, contextually, today is the 4th of July, just for context
Yeah,
for anyone
yeah,
listening. The day we're recording is... Anyway, go ahead, sorry.
No, I personally don't care. I know a lot of people who do care because either their pets get scared or they have auditory sensitivity, or some people... I know like some neighborhoods, they have people with like PTSD and things, and they're like, please don't put fireworks off. I personally don't mind, but I think it's kind of rude to do fireworks off because you don't know who lives around you. But I don't mind myself. I don't even notice them really anymore.
Do you think people are doing that on college campuses?
Oh, yeah. You guys know the account Barstool?
Oh, yeah. Barstool Sports or whatever? Yeah.
Yeah. They have ones for individual college campuses, and my school's Instagram, they post them all the time. Kids are going nuts.
Wow.
Yeah, I notice the fireworks all the time because it's really sad because my dogs get really scared of them all the time. And they always hide. It's really sad because...
Your dogs are so cute and nice.
I feel like
the one that's not scary is nice. You said one of them would bite you.
Yeah, but both of them get scared and just cower, and it's so sad to just see that. But I don't know. I don't feel like they should be launching fireworks right now, especially just because
it's dangerous.
A lot of people already have. Yeah, it's dangerous as it is already. But then also people have a ton of other stuff. Like if people had to deal with an evacuation because of a fire somehow, because it's already hot enough. If people had to deal with an evacuation as well, that would just. That would just be insane. So that's going to be the end of the episode. Just before we go, what are you guys going to be doing during 4th of July since it's today? I mean, come on, you guys got to do something.
I might be going and doing something with my dad, the one who's always at, Big Mouth Pizza up in Agua Dulce, so that's pretty cool. Maybe having
Wow, Big Mouth Pizza? I love Big Mouth Pizza. It tastes so good.
Man, I love it.
It tastes so good.
Big Mouth, literally.
And where is that again?
It's in Agua Dulce, California.
And are y'all open still?
Yeah, we're still open, I believe, every single day until 9 p.m. And we open at 11, I believe.
Maybe pizza.
Yeah, maybe I could, put up a phone number or something for you if you forget. I mean...
No.
Dang.
No. I don't...
We're not using it for personal...
Even I can't do that. Even I can't do that.
It was a joke.
What about you, Abraham?
Anyways, I was invited by some friends to go out to Palmdale. I think they're allowed to shoot up fireworks over there, but I haven't really asked my parents, and it's kind of late, so I don't think I'm gonna be able to go.
No, it's a rip. We can always go to Big Mouth Pizza in Agua Dulce, California.
We could though.
But yeah, personally, I'm just gonna be watching Hamilton with my family because it was just added to Disney Plus, and
Nice. We
yeah,
did that
we have nothing else to
yesterday.
do.
I was gonna do
Wow,
that.
Yeah, Hamilton. Let's go.
I was gonna watch
Founding
that with my friends,
father.
too. I haven't seen it
I'm
ever
gonna make
actually.
s'mores and eat banana cream pie with my grandparents.
Sounds like
That's nice.
Sounds like
That's
a good
nice.
time. That sounds
Alright.
pleasant.
Okay, well, that's the end of Rodeo Radio number 2 with Nicole Smirnoff. Thank you, everybody.
Goodbye.